1.
Oh, he's going with the Rayman. Love to see it. Oh, there's again. Desync. They had a desync probably.
22nd game?
22nd game. Are they trying to beat the winners finals? No, they only 2 stocks.
Alright.
Not much of a neutral start.
Real game.
Okay, so Rayman's one of these characters that's just like, we haven't seen a Rayman do crazy well in tournament, and I think this might be it, because I know Raum is an incredibly strong player with characters that are kind of like unconventional and janky like Isaac, and Rayman is definitely not a conventional character. He can be played like one, because he does have really good hitboxes, but he's just so weird and just crazy. So much weird stuff with like his plum. But right now, he's looking really good. He also has incredibly long-range limbs, which are just incredibly useful in every sense of the word. Nice back air. Incredibly strong move, not quite killing just yet.
Oh no.
He's dead.
Oh no.
Raum taking off an early start.
So I don't quite know how Rayman's hitboxes work.
Okay, so his hitboxes are where his hitboxes are. Like,
yeah, sure.
Yes, dude. But like, if you throw out like a forward air, for example, the hitbox is at the same place as the hurtbox. The hurtbox just is like slightly behind the hitbox.
Right.
So he also has incredibly high priority on all of them. And some of his moves are actually disjointed. A few notable examples being Bear, Jab, and I believe also Down Smash.
I imagine Rayman having like sort of like a middle disjoint, where like the hitbox and the hurtbox would be where you think they are, and then there's just nothing where nothing should be.
Yeah, there is, but there is also sometimes a hitbox where nothing is, which is really weird. Like on his Nair, he has hitboxes where there is space sometimes on some frames of the Nair, which is very his character design is as janky as you would think it would be.
I believe.
So he gets away with a lot. A lot of people think that Rayman is definitely one of the top characters with his moveset's janky. It's also really strong in general. He has very few bad matchups in terms of like meta matchups. Like he does fairly well versus projectiles because he has this like limbs clank with almost everything. Side B's gonna take it though for Nady. But like he does okay versus swords because he can just outspace a sword and just kick you. But the pit doing pretty well.
That was hilarious. So that was the first time I've actually seen Rayman's screen KO animation.
Yeah. Yeah, also Rayman doesn't die, he's really heavy, and if you know how to recover with his plum well, he just doesn't die. Well, some characters like Pit can snipe the plum, and it can make it really hard for Rayman to get back. Alright, game 2 of Nady Raum, on you.
3, 2, 1. Pokemon
Coliseum, I like it.
Does that count? Okay.
I like this. Rayman is really good at killing off the top. His up smash is incredibly strong, and you can confirm into it from a variety of moves. Let's see if Raum can do that in this game. Also, you can just kind of forward air at people, as you see him doing. Spacing it, you can cross up with it. It's just kind of a move. Up smash? Yeah, he's dead. Oh no, not quite. I would have told you that would have killed. Like, I think you got like a weird hitbox interaction because the way that like moves like Vine and like Rayman's side B, which is pretty much Vine.
Vine glitch.
It's not Vine glitch, but they just interact in a weird way. Like it just changes the way the moves kind of work.
I guess we're gonna call it tornado glitch.
Yep, and it was glitchy for a while. It would sometimes like actually unironically break the game in like the early development of 1.2 and like the early patches. But I believe those have mostly been patched out. Reading the jump. Nice nair.
Arrows coming in clutch right now. What?
Yeah, arrows are pretty big in this matchup, I'd imagine. I play a little bit of Rayman myself. I'm not much of a Rayman player, but I do have him as like a secondary. And I can tell you that like matchups like this, where like you can just get hit like by arrows, especially when recovering or like going high, can really just make your life hard. But in neutral, it's just all about spacing your aerials and all your tilts. Using the plum to try and ledge trap. The plum can be used to ledge trap, but you have to know your spacing.
I've seen a lot of plum usage this set.
Yeah, plum's good. It's not good in neutral, but it's very good for pushing an advantage. Like you can use it when your opponent's off stage as a safe, like non-committal option, as like a chase.
Or you can just push your player off the stage.
Yeah, you can just kind of push them around. I also find it to be incredibly useful when you're up in the air and you need to land. You can just drop it down like a Pac-Man might drop down a hydrant in a similar fashion. But that run off bear on the hydrant there is, or not hydrant, I said hydrant, but on the plum is like an incredibly good strategy. See a lot of Rayman players employ that. There are a couple pretty notable Rayman players currently. None of which have done super well as of recent, but I guess Raum looking to make his name out as one of the next ones. But he's got to do some work versus Nady's Pit first. That factor is sealing it off. So far, it's not looking super great for Raum, but I'm sure he can make it back. Get a little conversion going, like his use of dash attack. Another move that has 2 hitboxes, much like Link's F smash.
Glitchy NATO again. Or is it really just not that strong?
It's maybe it's not that strong. Maybe like the hitboxes are just like not that good. I don't know. I've killed people at really early percents with up smash out of confirms of like D-tilt up smash does work on certain DIs. I've killed people as early as like 70 with it, but like maybe that's because I'm hitting them with a tipper hitbox. I don't know. Rayman's hitboxes are weird.
I believe it.
Very nice use of the chain there. Another disjointed hitbox Rayman has is that chain, which is also a command grab. So it's a really strong tool. Up air a little stale now. See? Balanced character.
Excuse me?
This is fine.
What?
This character is really well designed, not gonna like they definitely spell off time like testing to make sure all of his moves work perfectly. You can tell by the obvious lack of that doing what it was supposed to. You know. The joke is that Rayman is like the next Pac-Man in terms of glitchiness. I would argue he's not as glitchy as Pac-Man, but he's certainly got that factor about him. They are sealing it off. Raum's got some work to do, but he certainly can do it. But yeah, Rayman's just weird and just strange, Pac-Man-esque, but not nearly as weird as Pac-Man it was before he was nerfed, because all his weird stuff is like pretty much out of the game now. But yeah, it's a very similar vibe when you're playing Rayman. There's just a bunch of moves that just don't really work the way you think they would. Nice forward air. Down smash? Nope, not quite. Another fun thing about Rayman is the back hit of his down smash is stronger than the front hit by...
Okay.
So,
that was almost crazy.
Yeah, that was almost a nutty plum combo. I've seen a lot of like interesting plum square combos. There's the up smash I'm talking about. Killing very convincingly at 100. But yeah, like there's been a lot of like crazy plum twirl combos that people have gotten. I've gotten a few of them myself, but I don't really clip these days. But you can just do some nutty things carrying people off the side by like hitting the plum so that moves, grabbing them, and F-throwing them. Like that's one of the classics. Because it's like DK's cargo throw, but on crack, in the sense that you can just take them off to the blast zone just by riding on your plum with them grabbed.
Bye.
Yeah. That up smash almost taking it. Yeah, I think there's something about like the hitboxes.
Oh no,
dead.
side B.
Yep, Nady loves his side Bs. Little side B. Alright, that was game 2.
2-0.
On to game 3. I believe Raum also on his tournament set here, or tournament game.
That is correct. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Make a new series episode. Kansas gets his semantics right for once. Running it back. I kind of agree with this. It wasn't. Raum was starting to pick it up and heat up at the end. I can see why he wants to run back. His high up Bs. Oh, safe. Yeah, you're not covering. Oh, he's almost dead to that. He might die.
Nope,
still.
not quite.
I'm used to 1.1.
77. That was none to 77.
Yeah, Rayman also takes a lot of damage, but since he lives forever, it's usually not that big a deal. In the same way that like DK can take a lot of damage, but he's like, S is fine. I'm gonna lift up to 100 anyway.
100, 200 if you're prolific.
Yep. I want to see Raum do a little bit more off of his side Bs. I feel like he keeps going for the up smash, even when up smash isn't in kill percent. Like you can go for a lot of other interesting confirms. Like you can use plum, you can use down tilts, grabs.
Tornado glitch again.
Yep, Tornado being a great move. They fixed Isaac's Vine at the same time they introduced a new Isaac Vine that has just as glitchy as pre-patch Isaac Vine. Because game development, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to harsh the McLeodGaming development team too hard, but it's like you'd think these moves are probably programmed in a similar way. Makes very little sense to me. But oh well. Nady taken off. Stock number 1. Nice dash attack. Plum bear. Yeah, he's not getting any of these bears on the plum.
Yeah.
Like, he's hitting the plum towards him and not converting, because that plum will kill at this percent, like, if it hits you. Because the knockback and the damage of the plum is scaled with how, like, hard you hit the plum. Like, if you hit the plum with a jab, it does not do much damage or send you very far, but if you hit the plum with a down smash, it goes farther, it does more damage, etc. So this makes sense. Oh, nice forward air. I should take it out. Yep. Not super great jab by Nate, but I think he was dead anyway. Yeah, Raum's trying to tech chase with the fair. Another interesting thing about his hitboxes is that you can't really tech chase with them because they only really cover one tech option, because the hitboxes themselves are actually quite small.
Interesting.
Get some plum stuff going on.
Oh,
the up smash. Oh, combos off of it. Very nice.
Combos off tornado glitch.
Yeah, right there. That's option coverage of that plum and the nair. Nair is super good for option coverage in this game. So that back air. That back air doesn't get weaker, like, regardless of how long it's out. It's always strong hit, which is interesting. Great use of the plum to recover there. Making Nady respect it.
Raum with the lead.
I'm doing much better this game. Oh, nice up smash.
Never mind.
Yep. I say that, Commentators curse. As per usual. Raum looking nice with it.
It's Commentators curse and we're... Commentators curse, but we're commentating off replays.
Yep.
Not to break the fourth wall, but not to break the fourth wall.
I mean, we've already determined that when we are both streaming, time isn't real, as per Smash Island 50. To shout out the GOAT set of all time. But, yeah.
I believe it.
So yeah, this is just my theory now. Oh, nice shield grab.
This is just the theory that SSF3 commentators are the most broken commentators in all of Smash.
That's true. We have like superhero powers. It's not ready for us. Nice dash attack in the corner.
And now
up smash. That should kill. Yeah, like
no tornado glitch on that one.
It's so weird. Like when he gets that confirm at 50 or 40, it doesn't feel like it sends him anywhere. Then at 60, it just deletes him. Like I don't know if the knockback growth is weird or like what, or maybe the hitboxes are just as unbalanced as I think they are in terms of where they are. Like he's just not hitting the sweet spot. But yeah, Rayman. We love Rayman. It's super balanced. Super interesting character, that's for sure. No one disagrees with that. I like also his use of the side B to catch landings. It's very reminiscent of Isaac in that regard, which almost makes me think that this is like an Isaac 2.0 kind of thing. Like, yes, Raum played Isaac, but now he's playing Isaac, but with Big Hand and Hydrant, essentially. Because that's really what this character is, because that's pretty much Vine. Like, unfortunately, it's pre-patch Vine, but we'll take it.
Oh,
nice side.
I've just noticed that Raum is on tournament stock.
Oh, yep. Yeah, he's just not like,
tornado glitch.
This is such. I think Tornado, just the hitboxes, like. He's also a combination between Tornado and the fact that Rayman's hitboxes are very, very specific. Like, between the hitboxes being in like very specific spots and the sweet spots being very small. Unless it's back air, in which case the hitbox is the entire move.
Not quite.
Good landing.
Back air.
Yeah, but it's like this character has such weird hitboxes that you have to be perfectly spaced. Or there's like right there, it just deletes them. Raum taking the game.
That's that Bermuda Triangle DI.
Yeah.
never seen again.
Alright. Nady Raum, game 4 on you.
Game 4, 3, 2, 1.
Battlefield to Battlefield. This makes sense. As a Rayman player, flats are kind of his bread and butter, because you can just the plum is so much stronger on flats than it is on platforms. Because the plum is also a platform, which is super fun. You can shield drop through it. It's kind of fun.
You can shield drop through the plum? Excuse me?
Yep. You can put the plum on a platform, shield drop through the plum, then shield drop through the platform, then jump back onto the platform, and then up air the plum, and then jump on the plum and shield drop back through the plum, and it's a cycle.
I have to... Please tell me a GIF of that exists.
There's all sorts of weird stuff you can do with the plum. Raum hasn't really been doing much of it, because I think this is a relatively new character pickup for him. Like, I can just tell there's a lot of like really janky like Twitter combos you can do with plum, because it is a platform.
I want to see
exactly.
Down air is a really strong move in this game. I want to see Raum use more of that.
Oh yeah, it's really good. It's like The way I like to describe it is if you mixed Kirby's down air with Tails' down air with Falcon's nipple spike. Because that's essentially what it is.
Oh, so Kirby's down air in Smash 64.
Yeah, Kirby's down air, it's a multi-hit. Tails down air, it's a soft spike, and it's not meteor cancelable. Falcon's, because it hard spikes eventually. It's a good move.
It's Kirby's down air in Smash 64 is just Marth's melee down air, but like 10 of them.
But 10 of them, and his down air is good. I can see why I wouldn't want to use it too much. Nice side B. Because like it's not super like big of a hitbox. It's not gonna get through a lot of Pit's hitboxes, but yeah, I would like to see him go off stage with a little bit more, use it to cover ledge. Because it does just kind of send people down, and you can't meteor canceled at low percents, much like Tails down air from previous patches.
Like right there, I would have been better off with a down air in that situation instead of going for up smash.
See, Nate just shield dropped through the platform. I don't know if you saw that. He shield dropped through it. Yeah, it's a platform, and that's why it's good on flats, because you can drop it, shield drop through it, and then up B below it, and do all sorts of weird, wacky stuff. It's a really interesting thing.
I'm working the first wall again, but chat says the game's balanced because a lot of characters are unbalanced. So what you're saying is this is Brawl Minus.
It's a little bit of a PM sort of vibe. If people
so what you're saying is
PM.
This is Brawl Minus.
Yeah. In the sense that, like, we made every character broken, therefore every character is equally good, because they're all just insane.
That's Brawl Minus for you.
Yep.
Which, if you think about it, makes a lot of sense. A lot of devs and former devs of Super Smash Bros. 2 were former Brawl Minus devs.
Yeah, and I also, like, when I play this game, I definitely get that vibe of, like, this is Brawl plus Melee plus unbalanced. But not unbalanced in a bad way, but unbalanced in the way that, like, everyone is just unreasonably strong. Like, everyone has crazy combos, everyone has crazy kill confirms. And I think I like it because of that reason. It makes it very fun, it makes it entertaining. But Nate's popping off this game. Raum's not really being able to find the skill. He needs to find some sort of, like, forward air, back air.
Or
he's going for these long tornado stuff, but he's not really getting much off of it.
Guard?
Sorry?
No edge guard?
Yeah. He's just having Plum.
Okay.
Plum hitboxes. Yep, so yeah. Plum's knockback is calculated after the hit hits you, and if you've ever heard of this, it's like similar to an Ignis, which is like a Smash 4 tech, where you can stack knockbacks, and they like, the angles like average out, similar to that. It kind of makes hitboxes do weird things.
Oh, okay.
Notably, you can do that with, like, if you hit someone with, like, if you're sitting on the Plum and you hit them with a down tilt, and then the Plum hits them, the hitboxes will normalize. So that the Plum will send them out, but the down tilt will send them up, so they send them at, like, a 45-degree angle. Same thing happens. Yeah. Plum is a really interesting... It's Pac-Man Hydrant, but it's a platform. That's what Plum is.
What is that tornado, though?
Oh yeah, Tornado is also a move that works sometimes. It's also one of the slowest moves in Rayman's kit. I believe it's like frame like 10 or something. It's really slow. That's why I'm a little bit confused why Raum's using it so much. Not really that good. Something I'd like to see Raum do a little bit more is he keeps doing this tornado up smash. Reverse hit down smash would have killed a lot of that, because reverse hit down smash is really strong.
Bye, Nady.
Well,
bye,
Nady. Oh, he
back.
jumped
He's
ledge.
back.
If he rolled, he would have gotten that, but he jumps. It's the homie stock. Up smash. Not killing, it's very stale at this point. Alright, yeah, and also dash attack on the Plum sends things the wrong way, because the way the Plum calculates what direction it's going is by what direction it gets hit from. So if you do a move that sends someone left on the right side of the Plum, you're going to the right.
That's...
Yeah.
Great.
It's
great.
Like, if you jab to the left, but you're on the right side of the Plum, you're going to the other direction. It's a really interesting move that's just super fun.
Great mechanic.
And now Nady's on it. He's just chilling on it.
No, I believe it.
Nice back air. Rayman's strongest killing move by far.
Alright, Raum can't get hit in this situation.
Yep. He has to do some sort of wacky 0 to death or something. Well, there it is.
Tornado again.
Tornado is a really solid and balanced move, and so is Pit's side B. And the interaction between them is totally flawless.
No. No more.